Hello everybody, MapLabs here. Welcome back. Today we are taking a look at MapLabs number 9, I think. This is back on track. Please forgive me if I accidentally call this Backtrackville. Anyways, I'm going to try something a little different with these. I'm going to run through the first time I'm playing this, I'm going to do it blind, and I'm not going to talk as much, if at all. So there's still the blind playthrough, and then I'm going to go through it again afterwards with anything that I really want to call out specifically. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So we're just going to get started. What does that say? Dihydrogen Mountain.
Hey you with the brown hair and glasses. What do you think you're doing skulking around the plant? Get lost! Wait a minute. Holy shit, you're Gordon Freeman, ain't ya? Rebels told me you were coming, but I didn't think you'd make it. Well, I'm a bit stuck after the Combine raided us not too long ago. Power's been failing too, so I'm trapped in the control room. I can buzz you in through the side door since the front's jammed. Once you go in, go to the elevator and restart the generator down below. Then you can come back up and kickstart the water turbines to start power again to the whole facility. Well, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. I think you might have flipped a breaker or two. You're gonna have to manually restart all three of the generators now. Just, one door should be open as an emergency precaution. Just figure out which one that is and get going.
Oh boy. Okay, so there is a lot to unpack in this first map. As you, well, I don't know if you skipped it or not. I didn't finish this.
Hey,
I
you with
didn't
the
enjoy
brown
it
hair
at
and
all.
glasses. What do you think you're doing skulking around the
I'm
plant?
gonna wait for this to
Get
go.
lost.
I'm gonna preemptively turn on cheats, because I'm gonna have to Fulbright
Wait
this.
a minute. Holy shit, you're Gordon Freeman, ain't you? Rebels told me you were coming, but I didn't think you'd make
Alright,
it.
so I'm gonna
Well,
wait for this guy to stop talking.
I'm a bit stuck after the Combine raided us not too long ago. Power's been failing too, so I'm trapped in the control room. I can buzz you in through the side door since the front's jammed. Once you go in, go to the elevator and restart the generator down below. Then you can come back up and kickstart the water turbines to start power again to the whole facility.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna assume that the designer is a, if not first-time designer, a relatively new designer. So please don't think I'm being overly harsh with you, even though I'm going to point out a lot of stuff. Just kind of, you know, learn and grow. So first things first, your environment is extremely blocky, especially these cliffs and stuff. And I think this was like a 28-day or a 24-day or something thing. So, even though this is like an outside area, and I don't know if you have to come back here at some point, but it's really easy to kind of do like, I want to say a half-ass job on cliffs and make them look okay, and not like hard edge kind of thing. You know, look up how to do like some cliffs. I did notice that like there's like some noise on them and stuff, but I don't know. Displacement cliffs are a whole different thing. So moving on. The guy talking to me, it is stereo in that no matter where I moved around the place, it was the same kind of thing. You could put an entity on these speakers to make it seem like it's actually coming from the speaker instead of just a voice in my head. And then we will move on. Stairs, you can offset these textures so it's not repeating like this. It's kind of a minor thing, so, you know. I didn't understand why I couldn't pick up these things. You can normally pick these up, and I don't think it would diminish the puzzle if, you know, you pick it up and put it there rather than having to push it out of here, because that is kind of janky, especially since they're like against the walls and stuff. And moving on. I don't have my no-clip hotkeys on this. Oh my god, come on. All because I didn't want to deal with this water stuff. Where is it? Now I'm lost. Sorry, this is janky. Oh my Jesus. Get out the... There! We made it! We no-clipped onto a platform successfully. Alright. Stairs are not symmetric. Look up stairs. I even give a thing. Alright, so locked doors. Alright, first of all, this hallway is not to standard dimensions. Normally, this is like a 128 tall thing. This looks to be a 90-ish? It's not even, the height of the doors. The door is like clipping through the ceiling. So there's that. And then, locked doors that don't show that they're locked, you know, I'm not a fan of, because then you're going to have the player go through and like, can I get through this door? No. Can I get through this door? No. Can I get through this door? No. And eventually they're going to reach a point where it's like, all doors in this map are locked. And at that point, if you ever have to have the player go through a door, you know, they have to magically know this one is unlocked, all the other ones are locked. And unless you're signifying that in a recognizable way, like with the combine locks and red sprites and stuff that shows that they're locked, then the player can get frustrated and stuff. No sound on this elevator.
Well, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. I think you might have flipped a breaker or two. You're gonna have to manually restart all three of the generators now. Just, one door should be open as an emergency precaution. Just figure out which one that is and get going.
Okay. You got red light on the unlocked door, the same with the locked doors. Kind of a minor point. You got non-regulation thickness of walls. Walls are usually 8 thick, unless it is like a large brick warehouse or something, like a really large building, then it might be like 16 units thick. It's really not clear that this is a puzzle. Alright, so first of all, it's a pitch black environment, and you're limited to like a 20-degree cone of vision in front of you, which I absolutely hate. So personal bias is out there. I hate this already. It's not really clear that I need to get the handle for this thing, because you've never had to do this in the base game, and I really wasn't expecting that. And it's a really small prop to find. But moving on, more non-metric stairs. And at this point, I'm gonna go... Oh, crap. What's Fulbright? I have no idea what the command is. I don't usually turn on Fulbright. Alright, this ladder is not set up correctly. You have the entrance zones on the bottom, but not at the top. So once you get up to the top, if you press E, nothing happens because the exit point is not set up right, and you have to like jump off, and it's all janky. More wall stuff. This is where the tiny freaking handle is. Where is it? There it is. It's so easy to not see this. Like, I would be surprised if you know, a lot of people made it through this without an issue. But anyways, let's fall down the ladder since the entrance zone is not set up right. I'm really not a fan of the S-curve kind of crate warehouse type of thing as well. If that makes sense. Alright, so then we get the thing on here. Very slow door opening. And if you watch the blind playthrough, you'll see me, like, hitting these buttons a lot and hearing this door open sound and thinking it was... I thought eventually that it was one of the doors in the hallway, but it was not. It's just this door sound playing over and over. So you should probably disable everything associated with the switch if it's not, you know, able to go both ways. And at this point, I had absolutely no idea what to do. There's no, like, wires from the generator to a thing. The door switches don't really provide any additional input, even though it was making a sound. I was like, what? Yeah, there it is. It said I had to restart the generators, but this isn't like the generator with, like, a crank or something. So... you just press E on it. Alright. I'm not going to play the rest of this. I'm kind of done with it. I'm over it.
Good to go.
So, how would I change this? I would make this, instead of finding this thing, first of all, I would make this a see-through, like a window here, so you can see the generator. There's wires up to the generator leading to, like, power cables or something. So it registers in your mind that everything is connected. You enter this room, you see the generator, you know from the guy telling you your goal is to restart the generators, so your next goal is getting in this room to restart the generator. Maybe even like having it unlocked, but you're able to see that you need a crank for it, and then you get on your Easter egg hunt to find the crank instead of the lever to open the door to start the generator. Because if there's one thing in mods in Half-Life 2 that players are sure to have done at some point, it's to find a crank for a generator. So that that's a reasonable ask, I think. And yes, your textures are like not even aligned. That should probably be aligned to the top. There's a lot of kind of minor, relatively minor kind of nitpicky art jankiness to this whole entry. And that is... Should I keep going? I mean, I was going to do like a... Alright, I'm going to stop talking then. I kind of don't want to, though.
Shoot, this room's completely flooded. You're not going to be able to open the door with the water pressure. Even if you could, all the water would probably electrocute you the moment you turn the generator on and fry you. You're going to have to go down to the main water treatment room and find a way to drain the water.
Yep, my first decision was the right one. I'm done with this. Everything is an obstacle. It's like, here's a puzzle to do a thing. Here's a puzzle to do step 2 of that thing. Oh, now you need to go do a thing, but there's a puzzle to start doing that thing. Like, everything is... I'm halted at every step of the way. It's kind of weird. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Since I'm doing kind of a weird thing, I'm only going to be doing one of these videos a day. So it's going to take a long time to get through this MapLabs stuff, like 2 weeks or something. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.